Greetings and salutations, my lovelies! Bardic Kitty here, bringing you even more mermaids, because it's still May. So here we have the first of the ones that I did this past weekend, so that would be day 19 that I did on Friday, and she's kind of based off of the beta. And then I went for something kind of goofy and silly for day number 20, and so there is a mermaid with her top having been stolen, and then belly dancing mermaid for day number 21. So yeah, I was kind of continuing to play with different poses and kind of keeping them mostly pretty light. You know, the middle one again is just being all kinds of goofy, but it was fun. Obviously none of those are finished. They're gonna be added to the list of the ones that need to be touched up. And now, as you can see, I've already gotten well into number 22 here on the screen. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to record the first bunch of it for some reason. I guess I've gotten a little bad at making sure that, you know, the thing's actually recording. Kind of important. But this one is a mermaid. Ha ha ha. Yeah, a friend of mine asked if I had done one yet, and I thought the idea was fun and silly, and obviously I enjoy doing the silly, fun art because I like people to smile when they see what I do and for them to enjoy themselves when they're looking at it. So, goofiness and puns and, you know, just fun stuff. So that's why I did this one. I'm actually really pleased with the way it turned out in the end. I went with a pretty limited palette using just like earthy tones for like her skin and everything, and then various shades of, you know, black, white, gray, etc. for everything else. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty fun. I really liked it. I used kind of a reddish brown for her hair, so still kind of keeping to the earthy tones. Just because I feel like it fit the whole like maid uniform aspect if I continued that on into the rest of the mermaid. Don't have too much more to say about this one. I mean, I'm really happy with it, but it kind of speaks for itself, I would say. I have been enjoying this way that I do the scales on the tail, and I've used those on a few of the other ones this month, as well as a previous piece that I had done just for one of my regular speed paints. And I like the texture that it comes up with, and it's literally just, I just kind of use like the side of the brush pen. I'm not like jabbing against the point. Don't do that. The tips on these markers are very delicate. But you know, just kind of using like the side of it a little bit and just getting that kind of just like stippling or pointillism kind of thing going on. And I don't know, I like the texture that it brings out, and I feel like it works for the mermaids rather well. Alright, so I'm going to be finishing that one up here in a second and putting in final details, at which point I will start the next one, which is another kind of goofy pun kind of piece. It's a little more of a stretch though, I think, and I'm not sure if it's really all that great. I did have a bit of trouble with that pose, and I probably should have worked on it a bit more. But anyway, she is a cutterfish. She's based on a cuttlefish, and she has knives, and she's grumpy. You better be careful or she might cut you. So she's a cutterfish. And yeah, no, again, a bit of a stretch, but the idea was in my head, and it's been brewing for a while, and I finally decided I had to draw it just to get it out of my head. So I gave her this really fun, spiky, punk kind of hairdo, and again, she's based on a cuttlefish, which I hadn't realized were quite so similar to squids until I started looking up references for this drawing, and I'm like, oh, okay, I mean, they're basically a slightly different kind of squid that, like, tend to lay more flat as they're moving around, as opposed to a squid. I don't know, it was interesting. It was a design element that I hadn't really expected to have to play with, but I don't know. Not as happy with this one. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, it's like 1:30 in the morning because I stay up late because I don't like to get up in the morning. That's why these are always late, by the way. But no, overall I enjoy what I did with like the colors and kind of the attitude of the piece, but I do definitely think that I could have done better other than that. Like if I'd spent a bit more time like really working on the pose and making it, you know, a little cleaner and oh, just better. But overall, not too bad. So here's the two of them. I'm going to give you sort of a closer look at them. As usual, my camera kind of stinks, so not too good of a view. And there you go, the mermaid and the cutterfish. So, yep. I hope you all like it and you have a beautiful day.